welcome back guys. Once your first time here, I'm Vision here by Entertainment, bringing you guys another video, taming you guys my trailer reaction and review for the new Marvel Studios Thor Love and Thunder trailer that dropped earlier today. Now, if Marvel is something you're instant, don't forget to hit subscribe button down below, hit that bell icon there to miss more Marvel content from me moving forward. Now let's begin. Like I said, we got the long-awaited Thor Love and Thunder trailer from Marvel earlier today. Now, I gotta say, this trailer didn't disappoint, but I also feel like they could have done better. Honestly though, I think they did the best they could. From the rumors I've been hearing is that Thor Love and Thunder is going to be directly, connected to Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. There's going to be a real big tie-ins there. So I'm assuming due to that, they can't really show a whole bunch. Also, this is just a teaser trailer, so, teasers don't usually give a whole lot of information. But I will give them, I think they did a good job. It was a good teaser trailer. We got some good scenes. I do feel like, for the most part, though, I feel like this trailer that we got, or teaser trailer, whatever you want to call it, mainly showed most likely maybe the first half hour to 45 minutes of the movie will be like. We don't even get to see Gore the God Butcher in this one. I'm okay with that one. I know there are a lot of people who were disappointed that they didn't show Gore, but for me, I think they actually did pull the right move. Maybe show him at the end of the second trailer that they will release. Just for me, I believe that was a better move, because I think it's good. You hold something off, you give more anticipation instead of showing everything right out the gate. Hold some things close to the chest, don't show anything just yet, and just kind of build up anticipation. Definitely some great stuff. We get to see Thor working out, getting back in shape after how things ended with Endgame. We get to see me still hanging with the Guardians, and it definitely looks like the Guardians will probably be in it a good chunk. Like I said, I think this looks like it's taking place maybe the first half hour to 45 minutes in, so we'll probably get the Guardians for that long. Honestly, with this being a Thor movie, I don't want to see it overshadowed with Star-Lord or any of the other Guardians. I'd rather focus it mainly on Thor. It's a movie about him. Look, I love the Guardians. I think they're great characters, but I think with this, I'd rather have them get their shine in a Guardians movie rather than try and overshadow Thor in his own movie. But we get a voiceover at the beginning of the trailer talk about how, he's pretty much wanting to retire from being a superhero. He wants to do something better. Instead of fighting, he wants to take some time back. He doesn't want to jump right into battle. So I think that's going to be something that Thor is going to be battling with in this movie. Is he wants to retire, but you got Gore the God Butcher shows up, and he's forced to continue on his duties as a superhero. And I think that's like the push-pull issue that he has, is he wants to retire and stop being, the big hero, but he's also got these duties that he has, so I think that's going to be interesting. If they play it out that way, I think that's an interesting concept they could play with, but I also feel like on top of that, this is probably going to be a movie where Thor is trying to find his place in the world. You got Tony and Captain America, who are probably the two closest people on the Avengers to him, who are both gone. So those two are not there anymore. He's kind of, I feel like, looking for what does he do next. Where does he go from here? And I think that's another interesting concept there of him. He wants to retire, but at the same time, he's also trying to figure out, who am I now? If I retire, who do I become? And I think that's a common thing you can see with people, like especially older adults. Like when they retire, it's like, okay, now what do I do? And I think that's a good concept to play off of, and I think it's a good way to go about it with the fan base. I think adults can, probably connect to that, and kids can, and the younger fans can understand it at the same time. Trying to find themselves, it's something that everybody goes for, so I think it's a good way to go about that. But it does look like Thor goes off on his own at some point. It definitely looks like something pulls him away from the Guardians, and he has to go on his own mission. Probably has to do with Gore showing up, and it looks like, from what I can tell, we get to see more of Korg, and it looks like he's going to be kind of playing Thor's right-hand man or buddy, which is actually good. The whole fan base likes Korg, and I think due to the fact that he became a big fan favorite in Ragnarok, they pushed him to be like his new everybody in this movie just due to the fact that he's a fan favorite. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I think that's actually a good thing. Give the a character that's very popular with the fans more shine. I think that's very good and well done. Like I said though, it looks like they're going on a mission. We do get to see Olympus. We do get to go there. We get to see a small little fin of Zeus. We don't get to see his face. We just get to see him from the back. He's being played by I forget his name, Russell Crowe, I think it is. He's showing up in the movie, which is cool to see him. I hope we get to see him in this main trailer. I really hope we get to see more of that. I'm assuming they go there because they know about Gore. Gore probably showed up and killed another god, so they're going to check in on him, warn him. Maybe they're trying to assemble all the gods to try and take down Gore. I don't know. I don't know the comic storyline. I don't know how this whole thing will play out, but I am very curious to see how Zeus comes into play here. We also get to see that Valkyrie has taken over as, I guess, king or queen of Asgard, which is now, of course, on the human world. So you get to see her taking part in some more human diplomatic, plans and places. So that's gonna be something interesting. I don't know if she'll have a huge role in this movie. I think it'll be smaller, which is kind of disappointing. I really did like her character, but I do think to some extent she will be kind of pushed back. You might see her a little bit here and there, but I don't think she's going to be a huge part in the movie, which I'm kind of disappointed at. I thought she was very good in the first movie, in Ragnarok, so I wish she would have returned for this one more. I mean, she could have a big influence here in this one, but from the trailers, it definitely looks like she could be taking a back seat. Now, one of the things that the trailer did give us, which I'm very happy about, was they did give us a look at Mighty Thor, the whole character Jane Foster, played by Natalie Portman. She's returning. It was a really cool reveal. We get to see Mjolnir repaired. It still gets the cracks in it, but it's all repaired, and you get to see her wielding it, which is really cool. I'm curious to see how that storyline plays out. I've got the rundown from fans and people I know who have told me how the whole Mighty Thor story arc plays out with Jane Foster, so I'm curious if they're going to follow that by the book or if they're going to remix it in a way. But I'm very curious to see how that story arc plays out. I think with Thor: Love and Thunder, they definitely have an interesting way they could go with this story, as long as they play it out right. I know there are a few people who are issues with Jane Foster becoming the new Thor. Honestly, I think those are mainly the people that are just anti-female Thor. I think that's a lot of the things that's going on there. Like I said, we got Thor wanting to retire, so what's the next thing to do? You bring in Jane Foster. It works in a way that he wants to retire, he can find his own place in the world. Then you can have Jane show up as a new Thor. I think that makes sense, and it would be realistic in a way. But like I said, I think this is a solid trailer. Definitely showed us a good amount of stuff. You can definitely see that Thor is going on a path of, he doesn't. I feel like in some areas they're showing aspects of him as he would have been in his What If episode. Some aspects remind me a little bit of that. I don't think they're going down that route, but I think certain aspects remind me of his episode in What If. But like I said, I'm very curious to see how this whole thing plays out. They definitely had some good comedy there between him and Star-Lord throughout the trailer, so I'm very curious to see how this whole thing plays out. But like I said, I think it was a solid trailer. Super hyped for the movie more, and just excited to see what the full trailer will show us when it eventually drops. I'm assuming after Doctor Strange comes out, because then they'll probably have more footage to show us. So I'm assuming the next trailer will drop probably mid to end of May. So that's my prediction there, but let me know your thoughts and opinions about this trailer in the comment section down below. So yeah guys, that's my trailer reaction and review for the new Thor: Love and Thunder trailer that dropped earlier today. As always, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and share. Don't forget to hit subscribe button down below, hit that bell icon there to miss more Marvel content from me moving forward, and go for me on Instagram, Twitter, which I linked in the about section on my YouTube channel. As always, I'm Vision Hero Boy Entertainment, and I'll see you next time.